I'm back today with a video. I literally just filmed this video and forgot to press record on my camera, so we're doing it for a second time. This video is the first time tag. I was tagged by the gorgeous Dale from Monster Makeup. I will leave her video linked below and you can go check it out. She tagged a few of us Irish girls. I'm also going to tag some Irish girls, and you better do this because I remember tagging you before and you haven't done them. I'm tagging Melanine Murphy, I'm tagging Roise Connolly, and I'm tagging Michelle from BeautyLifeMichelle. So girls, please do this video. I'm not tagging you for the fun of it. The first question, okay, so these are all like my first time doing stuff. So some of them I don't know the answer to, others I do. I'm going to get straight in. I actually filmed this in probably 2 minutes a minute ago. It was so fast, so I'll get straight into it now. My first word, I have no idea what my first word was. I'm sure it was along the lines of ma'am, dad, mammy, daddy, I don't know, something like that. My first best friend was my next door neighbour Kira, and we were friends like all our childhood, and I had a few other friends. Jen is my oldest friend. She lives at the back of me and she lives in London now, but we're friends since we were like babies. My first pet that I owned myself was a little turtle, and he was so cute. He was tiny when I got him. He was like the size of a 50p piece, and then he grew like to this big, and then he had to be sent off to a farm because we couldn't mind him anymore. So he was happy with his turtle friends. His name was Victor from One Foot in the Grave. It was, I don't know why I called him. I wanted to call him like Raphael or Michelangelo, but nobody would let me. I got him when I was 10. My first teacher, I can't remember my first teacher in primary school. I really have no recollection of them years of my life. First person you text this morning was my personal trainer. That says a lot for me, I know. Usually it's Chris, but this morning it was Damie. The first car I had was actually my mum's, and she gave it to me. It was a Punto, a Fiat Punto, and it was a disgusting puke green colour. Ugh. That was my only car actually. I'm carless now. My first date, I can't really remember. I went to the cinema with this guy when we were like 15, and he was like, he paid for his ticket, I paid for mine. I remember sitting in the cinema and being like, I really want to go now. Like, if I just left and went to the toilet, would he notice? But that was a bit mean of me. I couldn't do that. My first boyfriend was, I think, one of my guy friends from Wexford. Like, we went out when we were really, really young. First kiss was actually in my sitting room, and I'd say about 10. I don't know if it was a proper kiss, but we just got it out of the way. I had a group of friends, we were all like, we need to just all kiss each other and get it out of the way. My first love was a guy in school that I was going out with for like 2 years. We don't need to talk about him, he's not a nice person. The first video on YouTube was a really embarrassing video, and it is still in my playlist. It's a haul video from Boots. I didn't know what I was saying. I just looked so cringy. I didn't know what I was doing. It was so funny. It was like 4 years ago now, so forgive me. I've come a long way. The first person I subscribed to on YouTube was a girl, and I'm really sorry, but I can't remember her name. It was like Fashionista or something like that. It was a MAC product, like a limited edition product, and that was her name. Fafanex or something like that. My first job was in Dunn's. I worked in the men's department in Dunn's, and then I worked in an ice cream parlour for like 6 years, and I was known as the ice cream girl. People used to come up to me in clubs and all and say to me, you're the ice cream girl. First time out of the country was when I was probably about 8 with my family. We went to Spain, and I think we went to Wales before that. I can't really remember. I think we used to get the ferry over to Wales when I was young from Wexford. That's all the questions. Dale's video is 10 minutes long and mine is 4 minutes long. I don't know what I was talking about. Mine went really fast. So girls, do the tag video. You better do it anyway because it's fun and it gets you reminiscing on the first things you did in life. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's any tags you want me to do, you can leave them in a comment. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Dad, mammy, daddy, I don't know, something like that. My first best friend was my next door neighbour Kira, and we were friends like all our childhood, and I had a few other friends. Jen is my oldest friend. She lives at the back of me and she lives in London now, but we're friends since we're like babies. My first mammy, daddy, I don't know, something like that. My first best friend was my next door neighbour Kira, and we were friends like all our childhood, and I had a few other friends. Jen is my oldest friend. She lives at the back of me and she lives in London now, but we're friends since we're like babies. My first